Howdy everybody, I am by no means a YouTube reviewer, but there aren't really a whole lot of reviews or impressions on the Lenovo Yoga 720 15-inch. So I just figured I'd give you guys my first impressions with the device. I bought it yesterday from Best Buy, so this is the Best Buy model. It still has the i7 7700HQ, which is the quad-core processor at 2.8 gigahertz. But it doesn't have a GTX 1050. It actually has a Intel HD 630 graphics card in it. Well, graphics chip, I guess. It's not really a full card. But I'm using this strictly for productivity reasons, so I didn't see any reason for that graphics card. But you can assume that really the graphics card is only going to help in more serious graphic design or gaming. So I mean, you'll get regular 1050 speed performances with that. First impressions with the device: when I first booted it on, it was loud. Well, not necessarily loud, but the fans were running pretty much 24/7, and the processor, I'm pretty sure it was a BIOS or drivers issue, because the processor would be jumping from like 10% load to 70% load just when web browsing, and it was really sporadic. But after updating the BIOS, which by the way is extremely easy with the software Lenovo has put on here, it has been running a lot cooler, a lot quieter. Battery life is also pretty good. You can expect about 6 hours of battery life with it. Build quality, honestly, it's a boring device looking at it from the outside. It's very understated, but it's functional, and it's still a nice build. It's an all-aluminum chassis, and the hinge is a little stiff. It's a little hard to open, which isn't much of an issue. The screen, of course, is a fingerprint magnet if you're using it as a touchscreen, which I have been using. And the build, once again, it's solid. There isn't a whole lot of flex, except for just a tiny bit right here. And the screen does give just a little bit of flex. I don't really have two hands to show you, but overall the build quality is nice. It's not MacBook Pro standards by any means, but still is a nice laptop. It's not anything that you're going to be embarrassed toting around. The fingerprint reader works really well. The display is extremely reflective, but honestly, in real use cases, it's not as bad as it looks on this camera. I can barely see my reflection when the screen is on, and also the lighting is terrible for this sort of thing. But the device comes with a surprisingly small amount of bloat. The only Lenovo applications that come with the device is this companion app and settings app, which they're actually both kind of nice. I'm actually a fairly big fan of Lenovo software, minus of course the issue that they had with releasing user data a while back, but I believe in giving companies second chances, and I'm sure that they've learned from their mistake. It gives you nice information on your warranty. And you can do hardware scans. I don't know how trustworthy they are, but if they are trustworthy, yeah, it's pretty nice. It has a generic optimization that you can run. It's pretty much CCleaner. So I do like this application. Then it has a nice little settings app. Ultimately, though, they just wanted to give you a stock Windows experience, so don't expect any massive amounts of bloat, which is nice. It's something I really enjoy. The device is also extremely quick. I haven't tested read and write speeds, but the device powers on extremely quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys. I'm going to shut it down completely. And once it's completely off, alright, so it just turned off completely. I'm going to press the power button, have it boot up. Boom. and that was a full boot. At least I believe it was. Maybe there's something that made it not be a full boot, but I don't see. Anyways, so yeah, the device is really quick. I haven't actually tested read and write speeds, but expect them to be quick. I mean, might not be the fastest on the market, but it's not going to be anything that you're going to be embarrassed with, or it's not a slouch by any means. It's a very, very fast device. It has a really, really nice laptop processor in it. If you have the 1050 GTX model with the graphics card in it, you can expect it to have pretty decent gaming performance. So yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with it, especially since I'm just using it for productivity reasons. The touchpad is nice. I actually do enjoy using it in tablet mode a fair amount, although it is a little heavy for a tablet, coming in at just under 4 pounds. It also has a very stiff hinge, so I guess you can minus points off there, but probably the thing I love most about it is the keyboard. I love this keyboard. It has a very nice response. It's laid out extremely well. I'm not necessarily a keyboard connoisseur, so I'm not going to give you any super intense details about it, but it's a nice keyboard. I do really enjoy it, and I know that other reviewers have as well. The function keys all work nicely. The trackpad, I'm not a huge fan of trackpads to begin with, and this one doesn't amaze me, but it's not terrible either. It does have the full Windows precision gestures, so you have that. You can switch between apps easily. I don't really use it that much. I'm not a super big laptop person, but this laptop is great for productivity. So far in my usage, like I said, I haven't had it very long. This is just a first impression, so you guys can see my device. The build quality is nice. The processor I really love. Yeah, if you have any questions about the device or things you're wondering about before you buy it, feel free and ask in the comments section. Once again, I'm not a YouTuber or YouTube tech reviewer, so go ahead and make fun of the video, tell me the quality's crappy. I'm just here to give you the content. If I'm missing anything, please let me know. Also, another thing, the display is a fingerprint magnet, but any glass display is that way, and since it's a touchscreen, that's only magnified. So you might want to carry around a wipe with you so you can clean it occasionally. And yeah, have fun.